wanna tell you that I love you and much more, but I just can't find the words now. I don't wanna keep it to myself, but every time I open my mouth, I'm stopped by my pride, yeah. I'll be typing, then deleting. You must think I'm so confused. Baby, if you only knew the truth. Need the moment, need the minute, just as bad as I need you, even though I'm way long overdue. So if you don't have the will to wait, then I don't wanna keep you. I've got so many things to say, need to tell you I need you. I don't wanna keep it to myself, but trust me, even in the silence, time will tell. Time will tell. Oh, time will tell. Oh.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiana, but on here I go by the Modern Sim, and today we are back for another episode of Breathe In, Blackout. Quick disclaimer, if you did not already know, this episode is a bit on the longer side, and that is because in today's episode we'll be finally getting to the release of Stevie's 7 Wild Dates episode. And to celebrate this momentous occasion, we are having a little bit of a watch party. And because we'll be dealing with all things episode as well as the initial aftermath of all the things from the episode, this is why things are a little bit longer today. But with that being said, I don't want this intro to be any longer than it needs to be. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we are starting things off Friday at around, I think it's like 10 o'clock. Girl, I cannot see, my screen is so far away from me, but it's somewhere around that time, I think. Today is the special day that Stevie's 7 Wild Dates episode is finally released, which is truly a long time coming. Like, we've been talking about this since, what is that, episode 5, right? And it's been like months since all the happenings of episode 5. Bro, why are you looking so buff, man? But anyways, in regards to the episode, so the end of the last episode, we talked a little bit about Stevie having a watch party for said episode due to Lori's suggestion, and that is exactly what is about to happen. I gotta watch it because later today around like 6-ish, Rome and Stevie will be heading to the party location. She said, "You slide up to my man." It get a little closer. Since it was Lori's idea, everything was pretty much set up by Lori. She has everything planned out. It's not super extravagant. She did invite quite a few people to go. A few of the people that were invited were some of the guys that were actually on the episode with Stevie, so some of her dates. Now, this is not like a surprise or anything for Stevie. Stevie knows this. Lori got Stevie's permission or whatever the case is. The only thing is Stevie doesn't know who exactly is going to like actually show up or whatever the case is, because like, who knows, right? I can foresee that being a little bit of an awkward situation, right? To be sitting there watching the episode, your episode back with a bunch of other people, and other people that the person you want to date with also want to date with. Similarly to last episode, there is no recap for this episode because it hasn't been much time since the last episode. I think it's been like a day and a half since the last episode. In the day between that episode and this episode, not too much of note really happened. I mean, for some reason people were just like coming out of woodwork calling Stevie. So we had like Bobby, Cordell, of course Lori called, and she even came over, which is a whole other situation because she came over and like she was just chilling or whatever the case is, and then she just like went upstairs to the bathroom with Stevie and then asked her like saying something like along the lines of like scratching an itch as a friend. Sometimes your friend needs to step in and help you scratch an itch. I'm not going to take it as Lori actually being wild like that. I'm going to take it as like maybe them having a conversation. She's like, yeah, I've definitely like, you know, have had quite a few friends with benefits type of situations, if you know what I mean, you know. And you know, Stevie don't get down like that. Like, if she considers you a friend, you are her friend. Ain't nothing else happening out there outside of that. But another thing I did want to talk a little bit about, right, is earlier today, right before filming, Stevie got a couple of wants. Now, of course, I pinned some of them. This one's from the last episode, sketch a tattoo design. It's not strange. She has a want to kiss Rome, and I think that's part of the reason why she keeps trying to get up and kiss Rome, because she wants to do that anyway. But she also has this new want that she woke up with today, and it says get into a relationship. And I was like, oh, girly, you already know what time it is. Like, okay. Calliope feels ready for a commitment. There is nothing nobler, right? But this comes about from her being a romantic sim, and not necessarily about, Rome, or else it would have been Rome specific. Like Rome's is ask Calliope to be girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? I just thought that was so interesting. And like, oh girl, that's what you woke up thinking about? Like, you want to get in a relationship? I wonder why. He's painting. Oh, this actually looks nice. I do want to quickly talk a little bit about like the mindset of Rome and Stevie going into this watch party for this episode. You know what? This is actually a really cool painting. That's a cow plant, right? Yeah, it definitely is. I don't know how to take this though. The cow plant looks dead. So is this supposed to be like symbolic of something? Like, is this how you feeling right now, Rome? So like I was saying, last episode we touched a little bit upon it, especially when it comes to Rome, about him being like a little more neutral, like not really concerned about too much of the happenings of the episode. Like he's very much giving like, I feel very nonchalant about this. Like this isn't really a factor. Like it really doesn't matter. Who's calling? Who's calling that for? Carvey. He must know. He's like, damn, this episode is coming out. I need to get on the right foot, because we all know what happened on that date with Harvey. It was a hot mess. So what does it say? Hey, Calliope, the Nosh and Nectar Festival is in town again. Want to go with me tomorrow afternoon? He's trying to clear the air, honey. He's like, we need to get this straight, because this episode about to come out and people about to hate me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm busy. Then the fact that he actually decided to call is actually crazy. He said, we need to get out on the town. I need to be seen with you so everybody know we cool. But anyways, like I was saying, Rome's thoughts are kind of a little bit of everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, he seems really cool and nonchalant, and he's trying to maintain that. Like, I don't really care. I'm just neutral about everything front. He's still reeling a bit from the events of the date and the, like, startling realization that Stevie means a lot more to him than he was aware of on the surface. Also, just like general curiosity about his experience with Stevie versus other guys. Oh, he's gonna go hug her. Oh, that's so cute. And then possibility of him gaining some insight. Oh, I thought y'all was just hugging. Damn. She said, no, kiss first, then we hug. Okay. Oh, okay. It was like, oh, hey. Like, y'all ain't just been seeing each other the whole day. Like, okay. For Rome, kind of getting some insight about like the Bobby thing, since like I said in the last episode, they haven't really talked much about it aside from what happened on their show date and that they used to hang out occasionally. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that they've talked about, right? Otherwise, he's feeling very neutral somewhat towards the episode. Now, as far as Stevie, today she's a little bit in denial, right? Like, the reality of the situation is starting to dawn on her, but she's trying to postpone thinking about such things, right? And like how her life it's already changed, but how it's about to change even more once this episode comes out, and kind of like postponing those ideas. Like, I'm just gonna hang around Rome right now and like kind of like try to forget about the fact that like I gotta get ready in a couple hours and like go sit in a room with a bunch of other people and watch them critique and talk about my love life. You know what I'm saying? One thing I can say about Stevie is like Stevie's grown a little bit. You know what I'm saying? She's not grown a little bit, but she has changed a bit since the first episode. Of course, she was a lot more like, negative Nancy. And still to a certain extent she kind of is. She's very much like, her natural instinct is to be very glass half empty when it comes to perspective. But then like she kind of checks herself and is like, it's probably not as bad as I was told, or she has someone around her to help check herself too. But like, But aside from thinking about like the negatives of like people perceiving this episode and what they might think and say about her and whatever, one thing that she has also been considering too is like the bigger picture. Girl, okay, arousal kissing, do your thing, girl. Really thinking about, was this momentary experience worth whatever it comes with, right? Like, how much of effect will this decision, her being on the show and being open to all of this that is coming to her, how much of effect will this have on her personally, but also like her career? Like, Stevie is still very much about that yoga, wellness, health and wellness, helping people lifestyle. And so like, will this help or hinder that journey, right? Will she just be kind of classified as that, reality TV show girl, or like people see her as a bigger type of opportunities will this open up for her? Upload social media status. Okay. She's trying to get her bag. She's trying to get ahead of the curve. She's like, yeah, let me go ahead and talk to my fans and tell them like I'm excited for this episode. Like my publicist said I gotta, say this. Make sure everyone's tuning in, but girl, she kind of don't want them to tune in because I don't want y'all to see my life. But you know what I also want her to do? Since we have a little bit of time, right? I want her to start getting ready in about like an hour or so. You know, text her girls, right? Like text some people, right? I think she would definitely text Celeste, maybe Miko, and maybe Thorn Bailey. I feel like maybe she'll send a text to Thorn, right? And be like, hey, buddy, distract herself by being like, hey, when's our next like mentoring session? No, buddy, fun fact, Rome actually had the neat trait for a while, but it was so annoying that I had to go and cast and get rid of it. I just couldn't do it no more. He just kept cleaning everything. Coincidentally, he ended up getting that trait around the Seven Wall Dates episode, like right before it. During the day, I cut out a lot of it, but he kept trying to go clean up stuff and whatever the case is. And I was like, Rome, I'm about to pop you, right? So I had to get rid of the trait. But Lori, Lori, you should not be here, girly. Should I answer the door? I think I'm gonna have Stevie come talk to Lori for a little bit downstairs, but then I'm gonna send Lori on her way because Lori, you're not supposed to be here. But I guess Lori's trying to make sure Stevie shows up. Okay. I feel like Lori's like, hey girly, like, how are you doing? She's like, Lori, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not doing the hottest, but you know, I'm here. No, Stevie, you cannot kiss him right now. That's messy. That's messy. But I think Lori will just kind of be coming over here to like check in on Stevie, see how things are going, make sure she shows up. She's like, hey, girly, there's going to be quite a few people there. Kind of stress the importance that she shows up. Like, girl, you better not ditch. But, you know, I got everything taken care of. All you got to do is show up, girl. That's what it's giving. Like, Lori's like, I'm just checking on you, girl. Make sure you don't bail. And because of that, I can see Stevie not like wanting to burden, not necessarily burden, but like let Lori know that like she's not quite feeling this party, right? Lorelai Stoner shows signs of the caregiver personality type. Caregiver Sims are driven by their empathy and compassion to protect and care, which I feel like makes sense. Lori really does. Like the fact that she showed up here and was like, hey girlie, I'm just checking on you, make sure you don't jump ship. I feel like that kind of like is a testament to that. Like, yeah, she's a good friend. She wants to make sure things are good with Stevie. Lori, we're gonna send you home, girly. Thank you so much for checking in on us. She's like, all right, I see you at the party. I see you at the party. Ron, what are you doing? He's cooking chili. Okay. Crazy meal to just be cooking randomly right before you about to leave the house, but okay. Not her toilet breaking right before this. Okay, I'm gonna let Rome finish eating his food, and then we're gonna have him fix this toilet. So then Stevie can go ahead and get ready and stuff like that. Okay, come fix this toilet, babes. And Stevie, while you in here, go ahead and brush your teeth, girly. Okay, so after this, then I'm gonna have Stevie go ahead and get her clothes on and stuff. And then we're gonna head to the party. I'm excited to watch the episode. We're gonna be watching it together, y'all. Kind of.
Girl, you got me down so bad. I can't say enough. She pull up with that new thing. Please don't fall in love, cause I think of you all day. Yeah, I was running through my brain, can't be nothing. Cause I just know you got me thinking about forever. Got a crush, crush, crush on you. I just wanna be your only crush, crush, crush on you. I'm not the type to give it in, read it out to your mind. Let me tell you now, I got a crush, crush, crush on you. When I was looking outside, girl, you got me lost in your eyes. I got you when you're falling. Just know that I won't be here for long. Thinking of you all day, yeah. Running round in my head, all or nothing. Cause I just know you got me thinking about forever. Got a crush, crush, crush on you. I just wanna be your only crush, crush, crush on you. I'm not the type to give it in, read it out to your mind. Let me tell you now, I got a crush, crush, crush on you. I want you more than just for a night. I'm just saying, you deserve it. I need you, baby, let me stay by your side. Come and show me, cause I just know you got me.
All right, guys, so we have made it to our watch party location with Rome, Stevie, and I guess the rest of the group. And she naked or something? Why are people looking like that? See what's happening? Okay. Anyways, like I was trying to say, it's a little dark down here, is it not? Anyways, we've made it to the location, and this is where the watch party is taking place. Now, I do want to quickly come upstairs and show you the actual like venue. Now, this is the lot that the watch party is taking place on. This is a custom lot built by me, yours truly. Eventually, after this episode, I don't know if I'll be able to get it up in time for the episode, but after the episode, maybe about a week or so, this build will be available on my Patreon. I was about to say on the gallery, but girl, I ain't posting this to the gallery on my Patreon. Well, maybe the gallery. We'll see. But it's supposed to be like 3 buildings in one. I did not and probably likely will not decorate these other 2. I'm just going to leave them. Eventually, I might decorate these 2 buildings, but like this is supposed to be like a bookstore with like an apartment on top, and then this will be a restaurant or something, but I shall see. The main part of the build is this, technically 3 stories with a basement, and so this is the first floor. The regular part of the bar is supposed to take place. This was looking like you have the bathrooms over here. And then this is the second floor, which is like a little more chill area. We have pool, stereo, some more seating. And then out here we have like a bonfire type of thing. We have thumbs up over here as well. And then on the 3rd floor is a little bit of like a personal like karaoke room type of situation, whatever the case is. But I am very pleased with this build. As y'all know, I really don't build like that for real. But today, for this episode, I felt as though we needed custom build because all the builds I was looking for wasn't giving the vibes. But downstairs, and this is where we'll be watching the episode at. You see, it's like a vibe down here. We got the bar, some more seating over here. We have the area they will actually be watching the episode on, the big TV, the big screen, some seating over here as well. And then over here we have our bathrooms in which Lori is currently staring at herself. So we get too much into the actual viewing of anything, posts or pictures. Girl, people is trying to take pictures of our girl. But we are actually a little bit behind schedule. Rome and Stevie were a little bit behind schedule because Stevie thought it would be a great idea to tempt this man, and this is funny. And not wrong taking pictures too. He said, let me get a quick pic too. Stevie thought it would be a great idea to tempt that man, so she can get out of going to the party, but of course, you know, it backfired, so you know. But I kind of want her to sit here and vibe. Technically, the episode should be out, but I think I'm gonna have them like, I'm gonna give them to about 10, and then that's when we're gonna sit down and watch. I mean, might watch the episode. Like, considering we've already experienced the episode a couple of episodes ago, you know what I'm saying? It's more so of like a bridge version, so we can see everyone's reactions. I think I'm gonna go ahead and have her thank Bobby for coming. Like I was saying, more of an abridged version of the episode that we're all gonna watch together, kind of, so we can see these reactions. I kind of want her to say, you know, a little hello, a little thank you for coming. He's like, sure, like, why wouldn't I come? Like, come on now, girl. Not Jen getting in the convo too. Oh, speaking of Jen, Jen might look a little bit different, and that's because I gave Jen a little bit of a makeover. Like I said in the last episode, give him a makeover, and I did. I just wasn't satisfied with previous version Jen's face. I just wasn't vibing with it. But now I think I like his face a little bit more. So I do want her to talk to him a little bit too. Pick up my girly chill. I can see her, you know, talking to Jen, and I can see Jen being like, yeah, like, you know, ain't it crazy to think that, like, had I had been in town a little bit earlier, this could have been us on the episode, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can definitely see Jen trying to, like, shoot a shot subtly. Well, that's not even that subtle. That's like very on the nose, but like I can see him doing it, you know what I'm saying? Who is she about to be blown a kiss by? Who? By who? Bobby. You know, I was just looking at their romance. Child, they actually have really high romance. 60%. Let's see, Rome's. Rome's is at a 75. So she's not that far removed from still like. Actually, let me see this romantic tab because I think a couple of these people we need to go ahead and ask to be friends. Cody shouldn't even be in here, but you know, it's good we know. Harvey, he shouldn't be in here anyway. We should go ahead and ask him to be friend. Cordell, if I'm being honest, I think Stevie got the ick from him. If I'm being honest, I think it was after that episode, the nightclub episode, whatever he said to her, things ain't been right between her and Cordell. Colton was cute, but that really wasn't no date. And of course, we know Derek is her boo, kinda. She had to get out of that conversation quick. She said, "Yeah, let me. I can't ruin things with my bed." Speaking of her bed, where is Rome? Oh, Rome, buddy, just sitting in the corner talking to this lady. This is actually the lady that tried to like sleep with him. They came to the job and asked her and Rome to, you know, go to the back room. So I think it's very funny that he's talking to her, but he got out of that conversation quickly. Did he not? He said, "Yeah, let me I'll say hey, but not too much. You know, not too much. My lady around here." Quite literally at the bar. I think I'm gonna have him say something to her, maybe talk to her a little bit, and then I'm gonna give a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna start this episode. Teach about romantic satisfaction. Oh, okay. Offer massage, whisper about desires. Oh, I'm kind of here for a little messy. Wait, I'm kind of scared. Hopefully Lori doesn't see and be like getting all jealous and stuff like that. If he does, I'm just gonna delete it. Oh, you can't move? Maybe it wasn't meant. Maybe it wasn't meant. You know what? Let's have him confess his attraction to her. Even though we know he's attracted to her. He was literally just all up on that literally like an hour ago. But, you know, just say something to her while no one's looking. Like, you look. Oh, here comes Jared. Ooh, not be careful, bro. Okay, he's just taking the drink. He just taking the drink. Jen, you all right back there? Okay, he's gonna pretend like he didn't just hear what he just heard, and we appreciate you for minding your business, Jen. Maybe he didn't hear what he did, but it's okay. It's okay. But anyways, guys, we're gonna have them chat a little bit more, mingle a little bit more, and then in a couple minutes, we're gonna have everyone take their seats so we can begin this episode. Okay.
It's mid-July, then it's gone, and I haven't moved on. Summer is always confusing me. Honestly, I thought I'd feel warm, but I'm cold. It's getting old. I've said so many times, when summer comes around, I'll be ready for the ride. I'll be ready this time. I'll be ready for it all. But then suddenly it's fall. Next summertime, summertime, and I found myself, I'll be better off than last year. This time I'll be fine, I promise. Fine, I promise. Next summertime, summertime, and I found myself, I won't turn around, I'll dive head first into the deepest end. I'll face all my fears again. Then the winter comes around, I eventually back down, just waiting for next spring. It's kind of been my thing, I'm waiting. Oh, I'm just waiting. I've said so many times, when summer comes around, I'll be ready for the ride. I'll be ready this time. I'll be ready for it all. But then suddenly it's fall. Now I go under, hold my breath and flow. Trust the current takes me safe for sure. Now this is my remedy, remedy. Let the seas sway with me, with me. Regaining my energy, energy. Let the seas sway with me, sway with me. My remedy, remedy. Let the seas sway with me, with me. Gaining my energy, energy. Let the seas sway with me, sway with me. I would try to hold on, treading water in this big storm now. Try to swim away, crash just like a tidal wave. I go under, hold my breath and flow. Trust the current takes me safe for sure. Now this is my remedy, remedy. Let the seas sway with me, with me. Regaining my energy, energy. Let the seas sway with me, sway with me. My remedy, remedy. Let the seas sway with me, with me. Gaining my energy, energy. Let the seas sway with me, sway with me. Feels like gravity can't touch me when I'm here. Monday you come over, stay a couple days. I wonder, is it gonna last? Will you keep your promise? Honor what you said, be honest. Will you do your best? You said we're forever, that you wouldn't leave me never. But it's all a test, 'cause Friday I know better. You go out, say see you later. My thoughts are running wild, spreading like a fire. I can't help but press your number dial. Call you every hour, but every call's denied. I love to hate you on the weekends. That's when you trigger ugly feelings. Wish you wouldn't give me reasons to bring out the worst in me. Ooh, I love to hate you from a distance. But when you're close to me, it switches. Only takes a couple kisses to bring back the best in me. Ooh. Do you play it safe, or are you just a player, baby? 'Cause I need to know if your love's exclusive, if your mouth and heart's agreeing. Need to know for sure, 'cause I can't take this anymore. Don't want to want you more. You're running out my door and leaving me behind. I gotta get some answers before I go under, baby. My thoughts are running wild, spreading like a fire. I can't help but press your number dial. Call you every hour, but every call's denied. I love to hate you on the weekends. That's when you trigger ugly feelings. Wish you wouldn't give me reasons to bring out the worst in me. Ooh, I love to hate you from a distance. But when you're close to me, it switches. Only takes a couple kisses to bring back the best in me. Ooh. Love you on the weekdays when you stick around. Love you when you pick up, when you take the time off. Love you on the weekdays when you stick around. But I love to hate you on the weekends. That's when you trigger ugly feelings. Wish you wouldn't give me reasons to bring out the worst in me. Ooh, I love to hate you from a distance. But when you're close to me, it switches. Only takes a couple kisses to bring back the best in me. Ooh. guilty until I prove your innocence. This just comes with experience. Wanna give love away, but this armor keeps me safe. Give or take, back and forth, push and pull. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Cause daddy told me not to trust no one. Daddy told me not to trust no one. Hey, all I ever wanted was to trust someone. All I wanted was to trust someone. Hey, can I trust you? Ran out of one more chances, you came at the wrong time. Or maybe it's perfect. I know the reference now, I know the place. As I should this late in the game. Where were you? 2 a.m. Thursday night out with your friends. Looking for signs in a bit of a doubt. Okay, your story checks out this time. But daddy told me not to trust no one. Daddy told me not to trust no one. Hey, all I ever wanted was to trust someone. All I wanted was to trust someone. Hey, can I trust you? Can I trust you? Can I trust you to tell the truth, keep your word, no matter how much it hurts? Wanna believe every word that you say, tell me it'll be okay. You see, I'm not supposed to trust no one. Trust no one. No, daddy told me not to trust no one.
Took the keys to your Mercedes and went for a drive. Never Dance Again was playing, I'm going 85. I taste the liquor on my breath now, I'm out of my mind. But you're the one who's burning bridges, so let's go for a dive. Got the gasoline, gonna make a scene. Standing on the edge of a cliff, I bet no one ever sees. You're dipping out on me, I got the receipts. I was hanging on the edge of the words you said, but I found your flights, 100 miles, it's too many miles away. I've got red eyes from every night I've cried since you've been away. Every phone call went missing, and every text left unread. But I can't seem to forget the way you say my name, say my name, say my name. So why don't you call it? Say my name, say my name, say my name. I just wanna hear you say it.
Alright, guys, it has been a while since the last time I spoke to you all, and we have quite a few things we need to discuss about last night's episode and specifically everyone's reactions to last night's episode. But before we get too much into that, I do want to quickly go over today's plans. So currently we are in Lori's apartment, as you remember from last night. Lori did have quite a few too many drinks last night, resulting in Rome and Stevie kind of like taking her home to make sure she is good. As you can see, she woke up with an insane hangover. Now, after she got out of the shower earlier today, she kindly requested, since she's not feeling the best, that Stevie, stick around and make sure she's good or whatever the case is. And because Stevie's here, Rome is here. So that is why we're here. I do want to quickly show you around her apartment. Rome, why are you fixing drinks in the morning? A dark and stormy, it's 8 a.m., babe. You trying to be wasted like Lori? But this is Lori's apartment. Actually, this is her apartment building. I did get it from the gallery. As you can see, not all the apartments are currently filled, and I will eventually fill these apartments. But for now, I think she does have neighbors somewhere in the building. I can't remember, but this is the inside of her apartment. I did furnish her apartment on live, I don't know, a month and some change ago, and this is the final product or whatever. But yeah, this is her apartment. Lori is an interior designer, so I wanted her apartment to be very cozy, very chic, very reflective of Lori. But I can also see her wanting to truly make her apartment feel very homely, considering the fact that she doesn't really like being at home, and we'll talk about that later in today's episode. But this is her bedroom. She got some stuff on the side. A box of condoms, some lotion, magazine. She does over here have a couple of pictures up in her apartment. We have Stevie and her down here, and then we have her and Rome up here as well. Going through here, we have her closet area. She don't play about her fashion. And then through here we have her bathroom. Very cute, very much. I live here. Come out to the living room, we have her beautiful kitchen. I think this is my favorite part of her apartment, aside from the lighting, is her kitchen. And then in this little corner we have her dining room, and we also have another picture of her and Stevie, if you can see it. And then through here we have her little office. But now to finally get into the happenings of last night and the initial reactions of last night, because boy, were there some interesting ones. Is he watching his lady? Hold on. No, he's looking at Lori right now. Okay. But finally getting into these reactions, I do want to start, I think, with Rome, since Buddy, he was tweaking a little bit last night. Last night, he thought in watching the episode he was gonna be real nonchalant, very neutral. You know what I'm saying? Ain't a thing to be watching this. But quickly we realized, no, he was very chalant. Seeing Stevie on these dates, and he had a couple of things to say about a few of the guys, namely Derek, and he didn't really say much about Bobby, but he was thinking some things about Bobby. But it became pretty evident that Rome was feeling a bit jealous. This is actually one of the guys that was there. Go ahead and introduce yourself to him, because I don't think you talked to him. But like I was saying, it became pretty evident that Rome was feeling a little jelly, especially to Stevie. It was okay, buddy, you're tripping a little bit. But I will say Rome seemed to kind of chill out, kind of after that little conversation he had with Stevie outside, which kind of revealed a little bit that when we already know he was kind of down bad about Stevie, but Stevie getting the sense he really likes me. Because what do you mean in the hypothetical situation, an apocalypse, a snowstorm, you want me there? You want me by your side? Okay, buddy. And then what sealed the deal that's really what he meant was him acting all weird about it afterwards. Okay, buddy. But of course, his attitude really started to switch when he got to see himself on camera, you know what I'm saying, and crashing Stevie's date with Cordell. I guess he started feeling himself, yeah, that's me. What do you mean? I crashed her date. Instead of her kicking me to the curb, she sits there and talks to me. Yeah, she wanted me. I'm Rome. Just a little ego boost. Are they talking about Rome when he exit out? They was now that he's out of here, let's talk about him. He's yeah, you should have saw him last night on that episode. Yeah. He's moving a little funny. Definitely seeing, that moment in the carts between him and Stevie, the almost kiss, happened, was a little bit of a shock to him, because neither him nor Stevie knew there was cameras in there, which we'll talk about in a minute. Now, as far as Stevie's reaction to last night, it's pretty much how we kind of expected. She was nervous, embarrassed, ashamed of seeing herself back in those situations, like, oh, this is kind of cringy, embarrassing, like, oh, I don't want to watch this. But what we didn't expect is Stevie, surprisingly throughout, kept looking to see like Rome's reaction to the episode, especially around the Bobby part. Like, is he good? Like, he ain't tweaking, is he? You know what I'm saying? It was just like, Stevie, why you care what that man think? Why you care to see his reaction, girl? That was pretty much Stevie's reaction to everything. I'm gonna leave Lori for last. I'm gonna leave Lori's reaction for last. But I do want to quickly dust up on like Jen and Bobby. Oh, I did not know this man was in this house. Okay. We just inviting guests over. Okay. In Lori's apartment, Ron said, I do not care. If I gotta be here all day, I'm gonna have some dude over. I think he being a little nosy though. No, it's the fact that he's actually in here though. Like, that's a little. But I guess I'll start with Bobby's reaction first. Bobby was like mostly vibing with the episode. Like, he was enjoying seeing himself on the date with Stevie and stuff. But where things start to get a little dicey, and he started to feel some type of way, is Rome's parts with Stevie. Because it was like, the story they told him is that Rome, it was to help her out, which after seeing her poor date with Cody, like, it makes sense. Like, okay, you asked Rome someone you kind of knew to, like, make sure you secured this bag, right? But what was particularly confusing to Bobby is the fact that was their behavior on this date, right? Yes, you can argue that, they were just playing it up for the cameras or whatever the case is, but their ease of conversation, their vibe was very comfortable, right? And why is it that when Bobby shows up on that date, right, they start looking weird and wrong, like they were engaging in something they shouldn't be, right? Like, you wouldn't have that face if like this was just supposed to be like you're playing up, right? You're playing up something. What really confirmed, really made Bobby side eye Rome is that almost kiss in the cards. Now listen, you can argue away and explain away all the other stuff in the date, but that moment right there, that moment was a little too real, right? Because if y'all were just like truly playing up things, y'all might have actually kissed in the cards, or you would have never done it, right? But because you did, and Stevie leaned in, but she stopped it, it lets us know that this was like a real, genuine moment that actually happened. Which begs the question for Bobby, like, so Rome, have you been like faking this entire time? Like, do you kind of like Stevie? Like, were you been interested? Like, this is your way in? And she shut you down, and that's why like and then why did y'all never bring this up? Like, granted, maybe he was embarrassed about it, but like, this is a little suspect. What also makes it a little weirder, I guess, is the fact that Bobby and Stevie haven't had a conversation about like that they're done dating or like liking each other, like they don't like each other, like, things have just happened to where they've just been really busy and haven't had much time to spend with each other, but like, they still text and talk all the time, right? And in fact, they still have such a high romance bar. This is at I think it was like a 60 last night or whatever. And then on top of that, we have him flirting with her, blowing kisses at her, and the only reason he didn't continue to do that is because she got up and walked away, right? It's not like things are completely done with her and Bobby. That was Bobby's reaction. A little bit of a side eye to his friend. Like, okay, buddy. But I think also makes it a little bit more confusing is the fact that, like, Rome has never given Bobby, like, a reason to question or doubt him or anything like that. Especially when Rome is interested in someone, he's very vocal and honest about something. And the fact that he hasn't had that conversation with Rome regarding Stevie, it's a little odd. It's a little odd. But quickly going over Jen's initial reaction. Okay, so he always thought like Rome was a little bit sketch, right? A little bit sketch in the way he talked about Stevie, like being very neutral, like, oh, I don't care if this is that and the third, like yada 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 yada. But by watching their date in their moment, he's under the impression that, okay, Rome is interested in Stevie, but because she curved him, that's why he's been trying to act all neutral about her and maybe try to save face. Or maybe he's moved on since then. We don't know, but like, he's interested in that lady is what Jen has concluded. Like, okay. Moving on to Lori's reaction about last night. Now, arguably, Lori was the most confused about the happenings of Rome and Stevie outside of Rome and Stevie themselves, okay? Last night, she even tried to, in her drunken state, try to get some answers from each of them about what's really going on. Because what she was seeing, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was actually getting to see, like, the chemistry, the vibe, the flirtation of Rome and Stevie that she doesn't really get to see too much of when they're in her presence, right? But last night she was seeing it. She was like, okay, y'all think y'all slick. Y'all at the very least attracted to each other, right? Now she's talking to, I think her name was Brooke. Brooke was also there last night, so maybe she's trying to Get some insight, get some go like, oh girl, hey. Oh yeah, I didn't have the best time, but like, I'm feeling a little crazy waking up today. But I just want to check on you. Did you have fun last night? What'd you think about the episode? Lori trying to make sure she's not the only one that's tweaking a little bit about Rome and Stevie and like what's possibly going on with them. In her convo with Rome last night, I guess you could say she was a lot more like pointed and shamey towards him, like, oh, that's crazy. You must actually be attracted to this lady. That's very clear to me, especially the fact that you went in for that kiss. But it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of funny. It's kind of embarrassing. The fact that she rejected you. But he like, isn't that kind of crazy? Like, that's damn. It must hurt, right? But just like Lori, why are you trying to kick this man while you think he's down? Like, because if we're being honest, Lori and Rome have had like they've been silently beefing over the past like couple months regarding Stevie. So maybe this is her like, nah, boo boo, like she don't want you, boo. Or maybe she does a little bit, but then of course after that she had to come and talk to Stevie. Tone, I guess you could say, is a little more softer, but it was just as interrogating. She pretty much tried to do the math in front of her on why things with her and Rome don't make any sense, right? She pulled out this piece of scratch paper and everything. It was like 1 + 1 is 2. Then 2 + 2 should equal 4. But in this case, it's equaling 7. Like where'd that extra 3 come from? Not y'all over here talking about drink making and she has an intense hangover. But for Lori, last night her conversation with Stevie was more trying to get clarity into like what Stevie's feelings towards Rome are, right? Because during that almost kiss, she actually leaned in to it, right? Which lets Lori know that like, okay, clearly this lady is attracted to this man. Like, did she stop it? Yes. But what's not making sense is the energy. If that's truly where things stopped and ended, the energy and vibe that they have today should not be what it is, right? They're cool. There's a level of comfortability there, right? A couple episodes ago, she saw them bumping and grinding on the dance floor. So it's like, if that's truly where things stop, then your energy should be different. Shouldn't it be a little bit of awkwardness, right? Putting into the context that like right before this, they were beefing heavy, right? This should not be where they are today. So it lets Lori know that like something has happened. A line has been crossed. Now, whether that line is physical or emotional, she does not know for certain. But she can infer what type of line that is, especially in regards to like who Rome is as a person. Like, if anything, it was the physical line that was crossed. Now, whether they slept together, kissed, held hands, cuddled, we don't know. Well, we know. We know it's been a lot more than that. But she doesn't know, right? Girl, we do not have time for this. I've called to inform you that your great second wants. This is that call that lets you know, like, you get money if you get married. I'm not doing that. Stevie is not about to get married to no one right now. Could you imagine if this was like a call from like the studio? Like, the episode has been like such a success so far. Like, the ratings are incredibly high. Like, we want to do like a special with you in the future. Like, if you decide to get married to any of these guys, or like, I don't know, have a vacation with one of them, we want to film, which I don't know. I'm just gonna say under what conditions, so we can get that 2,500 exactly. And yeah, okay, I'm gonna have Lori come sit up here with them though. Thank her, be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, girlie, for sticking around for me. Like, I'm just going through a tough time right now. Like, I just don't feel good, even though I'm walking around in high heels and all down in my neighbor's face, but I just really don't feel good right now. Who is out here? Oh, Brooke. All right. Lori has conflicting feelings regarding Stevie's response to Rome, right? In that cart, like, part of her is like at ease with the fact that she kind of curved him a little bit, but the other part of her is like, there's something going on here. Like, why didn't you kiss him? Like, the vibes were right. You should have resulted in a kiss, but you didn't. Like, it just doesn't make sense to her. Had they had kissed, I think she could have argued it away and like made more sense. Like, she would have been like, okay, well, we're here now, whatever the case is. But because these two are just being so like weird and cagey about like what's going on, she about to cut the system off. She's like, oh, y'all having fun? Cut this shit off. Wanting to play woohoo game, girl, you're drunk, you have a hangover, you should not be wanting to play woohoo. You're trying to get a little nasty. Let's talk about it. Let's open up the door. It's giving the woohoo game. I think that comes from Love Struck. It's like not like necessarily like dirty or anything like that. It's more so like, well, kind of. It's like kind of learning each other's like preferences, like romantically and stuff like that. Like, ooh, do you like this type of outfits, and like how do you feel about this and third. So I can see her get the scoop through a game. But I think it's funny that Lori keeps leaving Rome and Stevie. Ask for aromatherapy massage. It's because Stevie knows how to do that stuff. You know, actually, hold on. Would this be weird if she gave her ask for some massage? No. No, this is a part of still self-care. She's like, girl, I'm not feeling good. Like, can you help me out? Like, I know you got some tricks up your sleeve, girl. Now she gossiping with Brooke. She's like, do you think they're in your apartment right now, aren't they? She's like, yes, they are in my apartment. She's like, do you think they? She's like, girl, I don't know. Do you think she's pregnant, y'all? I'm gonna have her take the breaks. I don't think she is. I forgot her and Rome did get down last night. I forgot. Totally forgot that fact. I don't think she's pregnant, but in the event she is, she won't be for long. I'm gonna just let y'all know that. But we gonna see the test. Come on, Stevie, get up. We finna find out together. But like I said, in the event she is, she won't be for long. I'll just let y'all know that right here, right now. It ain't happening. I don't think she is, but who knows? This is just for fun, guys. It's just for fun. Stevie. Okay. Oh, child, I did not want to do that on camera with y'all. Oh, gosh. Okay. Anyways, use the bathroom, girly. Oh, girl, my stomach. She was dropping a little bit. Okay. Lori's like, girl, hey, like, I'm just not feeling the best. Like, do you mind working your magic on me? She's like, oh, sure. Like, I can give you a massage or something like that. Like, maybe that'll help. As far as the rest of the plans for today, so maybe in like a couple hours, the basement. Oh, ew. It's kind of gross down here. But maybe in a couple hours or so, they'll be heading out to go get something to eat. How much time does Lori have for her hangover? 3 hours. So once this hangover is up, she's like, all right, girl, I got you. This will help, you know what I'm saying, relax you a little bit, make you feel less nauseous. She's like, oh my gosh, it's so much better. Thank you. Stevie, thank you so much, girl. She's like, you are welcome, girl. This is how you can get better. Let me stop, but no. She's like, you can go a little lower. Let me stop. Oh, she farted. You a little too relaxed, sister. But back to Lori and the whole like grasping and getting at last night. I think it's one of those things where like she's kind of like at a loss of what to do. Like part of her wants to get more answers, right? About what's going on here because she knows something is happening here. Like not even like on some like, ooh, I'm suspicious. Like she knows something is clearly happening here. Either they are in denial about what's happening here and that's why they move the way they do, or it's a secret. They're keeping it a secret from her. Lori, you know, I'm gonna let her do it. I'm gonna see if she actually gonna say something. I'm gonna see. Why are y'all in bathing suit? She did. Want to play truth or dare? I dare you to. She said, hey, girly, since you already given me a massage, why don't we just continue that activity? Girly, no. Lori, Stevie's like, what the hell's going on with you, girl? It's the fact that Lori keeps trying, though. Like, girly, I need y'all to get out of this pool because y'all should not be in the pool. Like, be for real. Allow a kiss, girl. Hold on, let me switch to. We're going to try to brighten her day. You know what I'm saying? We'll have them have a little bit of a conversation. Even though they look stupid in their bathing suits, we'll just leave them be. Declare love publicly? Oh, love for who? Sorry, I almost put romance. Deep thoughts. Share ideas. She said, I don't want to do none of that. I want to kiss my man. Clear out all of that. I want to go kiss my man, actually. Oh, she's about to do it for real. She said, screw all of that. She said, I will not be doing any of that. I'm going to go kiss my mans really quickly. Just to get her mind off the fact that Lori just kind of tried to hit on her. Like, oh. You know, 1 or 2 comments here and there, Lori, we can excuse. But this is getting to be a bit much, don't you think? Like, every time we have a conversation with you, it's, you know, sleep with this, sleep with that, you know. Friends with benefits this, friends with benefits that, okay? I actually genuinely do want them to come sit up here and talk, though. I am so serious. Steady sit, and then we're going to talk to Lori, and then about an hour or so, we'll head out to get something to eat, because clearly Lori is hungry, and this ain't going to be enough. She's like, hey, girly, I just kind of want to check on you, sister. We can discuss uncomfortable mood, yes. Why is Flirt up here? Stevie, are you trying to tell me something? Stevie, are you trying to tell me something? Like, this is first tab. Are you actually in this, Lori? But anyway, she's like, girlie, I just came to check on you, see how you feeling. Like, has the medicine kicked in yet? Like, how are you doing? She's like, I've had better moments, but I'm doing okay right now. I still do want to take you guys out to eat, to thank you for like sticking with me. I know this is probably not your plans for today. She's like, nah, it's fine. It's cool. Like, anything for you, girl. Like, what type of friend would I be if I just let you just waste away all day? Feel that terribly, and I couldn't help you. You know what I'm saying? And I know I could, right? So she's like, I don't mind, girl. Oh, poor Lori. I kind of feel bad for Lori. But on the topic of Lori and like love and stuff like that, she will not likely be finding love in this season, but in the next season, I got y'all. Lori, I got Lori's story. I'm excited for her story. It's gonna be cute. Now, who that person will be, well, that's up for. We'll find that out. But I know what story we're going with. I know what story hers is gonna be. It's gonna be cute. But the person Lori needs to end up with is someone who's like down bad about her, right? Like, we got Rome down bad about Stevie. Lori deserves someone who's genuinely down bad about her and like truly sees her all she is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's like working out. Rome, you're so funny. He's like, I gotta stay in shape, my lady. So since I'm over here, might as well use this apartment gym. He's so real for that. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let them chill for the next hour or so, and then I'm gonna have them head out to a special location for them to get some things to eat. So I will see you all in a few minutes. Alright, guys, so we have made it to our dinner location with Rome, Lori, and Stevie. And yes, she's still here. She's just out of frame on the other side of the booth. A little bit of backstory about this particular restaurant before I show you the restaurant. This is somewhere that Rome and Lori used to frequent quite often when they would go out, whether it be a nightclub or just like hanging out, just in friend time or whatever the case is. This is a place that they really used to enjoy. And it was actually Rome's suggestion that they come here and eat again or whatever the case is. So this is where we are here, right? Now, this is a diner, and as you can see, the conditions aren't quite the best. It is a little busted up, right? But it's a place that Rome and Lori used to love coming after, like I said, hanging out, maybe going to the nightclub or something like that. This is the place that they would frequent because they like their food there, right? And it was just very casual. They get to eat and just like vibe. And so, like I said, it was Rome's suggestion because he was like, Lori, maybe he was feeling a little guilty about last night or whatever the case is, or maybe he just genuinely does care about Lori, but he just wanted to like make things not weird because the vibes is weird, like just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like earlier today, they haven't really been talking too much. Rome played on the game all day. Lori just kind of like stayed out the apartment. Stevie just kind of like chilled and did whatever. But like, even now you can see they're not really like talking with each other. Not even Rome and Stevie. Stevie's just playing on his phone like it's the most interesting thing. Rome's just here. Lori keeps checking the menu or checking her phone. Like, it's just, a little bit of weird vibes. But I will have them go ahead and order. Stevie can get a cappuccino. I can see her getting a cappuccino. And then Lori, you can get some hot chocolate. Or maybe I'll have them both get hot chocolate. It's like a thing that they do. Like, they used to come here and get hot chocolates together. Okay, Stevie, you can get the berry honey toast. Rome, you can get the apple bacon waffles, and Lori, you can get the pumpkin spice waffles. The reason why Rome and Lori have decided to get the waffles is because that's what they used to get every time they come here. Like, they love this particular waffles. Oh, she's already talking to him. Okay, that's crazy. I was about to have them start talking anyway. Well, like, oh my gosh, like the waffles here. Do you remember how good they were? He's like, yeah, like I definitely remember. But I can just imagine them kind of like reliving memories and stuff and be like, yeah, like we used to come here all the time, and like kind of trying to include Stevie in the conversation. This place's waffles like were just the best. That's the only reason like we used to come here for real. He's like, yeah, like it was so good. You should have got them. I don't really care for the toast, but the waffles are the best. Make funny faces. Aww. Okay, so clearly Lori's feeling a little better. I think her hangover has actually wore off too, so like she can talk a little bit more. But I can imagine him like telling their stories like, yeah, and then one time we came back from the club and like Lori did this funny thing or whatever the case is. Like one of the waiters came up to her and da. She's like, oh, like that's nice. And he's like, yeah, do you remember that? Because even though we make fun of and we laugh at Lori, which I want to talk about Lori a little bit again, but particularly, oh, this is so cute. Oh, they're all joking. But they'll be like make fun and like joke and be like, Lori, get up out of here, you're a third wheel or whatever, like get out of here. But like Rome and Lori were friends. Like they still are friends. It's just a little weird right now because of what's been happening. But like, they are friends, right? And they've been friends longer than Rome has known Stevie. I definitely do want to quickly talk about like how Rome and Lori, oh, the food's here, how Rome and Lori met. The way he immediately died, and he said, yes, damn, I've been waiting for these. Oh, it's been so long. But the story goes for Rome and Lori's like meeting is that like Lori was out on a date with some dude, and the dude stepped out, take a call or something. That's a big hot chocolate. Sorry, to take a call or something, and then Rome, happened to spot Lori sitting at the bar by herself, and of course came over and they chat a little bit, and the rest was history. She ended up walking at that bar with Rome, and they've been cool ever since. She literally was just a hookup. But one thing they definitely talked about early on is like not having expectations for like a relationship or anything like that. They weren't looking for that, and so their arrangement, their friends with benefits, bed pals arrangement, came to be because of that. Because it's like, I'm not really into you romantically like that, but like I am physically. So let's just and I can see like Lori telling that story to Stevie and be like, oh my gosh, like, I was at that bar with that guy and I don't even remember what his name is, honestly. Like, it's been so long, but he came up to me and the rest was history. Like, I could just imagine her saying that. And Stevie being like, yeah, that's crazy. Lori roping Roman and be like, do you remember that? Do you remember that night? Like, yeah, oh my gosh. Just who knew? Like, we would still be here a couple years later, just, doing what we do. Where it's like, oh yeah, like we don't have to talk too much about that night. It's okay. But I can definitely see after a while Lori trying to pivot the conversation. So now that she's like more clear minded and stuff, I can see her trying to figure out like trying to get into the tea of last night, what I'm saying? Be like, oh, like, did you enjoy yourself last night? Like, how do you feel now that the episode's over? And Steve's like, girl, I'm relieved that the episode's over, but not Derek here. Where is he? Yo, he's outside. He's outside. Okay. Not they over here behind the dumpster like they having an intervention about Stevie. Like, and that's what I know about Roman Stevie. Yeah. He's all right. Thanks for the chat, bro. Derek, you're bold. He's actually about to come say something. Wait, where is he? He's coming. Okay. I had a dirty dream with both of us in leading roles. Want to come and make it true? Derek? Derek, you're crazy for this. I wonder what the script is. Show me. That's a weird thing to say, honestly. My schedule is swamped right now. Maybe later. We'll say that one. Derek, that's absolutely insane. He said, let me come shoot my shot with my lady. Let's have Rome introduce himself. I'm going to take it as Derek coming on. But, oh my gosh, hey, Stevie, I was literally just thinking about you. I was about to actually come text you or something, Oh, wait, they both have negative first impressions. He thinks he's responsible. Oh, but Derek thinks he's pretentious. Okay. Maybe Rome's trying to be nice, but Derek's like, I don't like this guy. Get a load of this guy. Oh, Derek does not like this guy. First impressions are strong. Nothing to do about it. The sim just isn't inspiring any kinship in Derek, and then too full of yourself from interacting. This other sim's airs of being full of themselves are not gaining them any favor in Derek's eyes. Derek is not messing with him. He's like, I saw the episode. I saw you crashing that date. Like, that was really messed up with you, dude. Like, express admiration towards Stevie. Maybe introduce himself to Lori. Actually, I think Lori would introduce herself to him and be like, what you did that night at the bar for Stevie. Like, that was really cool of you. It was really dope of you, I'm Lori, by the way. And y'all know last night Lori was like, Lori was vibing. She was vibing. She was like, Derek. Which, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, they both think each other are strong-minded. But, Lori was looking at Derek. But I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I thought about this in regards to last night. Like, would Lori try to pop her collar at Derek? And I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. Because, like, he's been with Stevie. Like, for real. Like, and I want someone, like, if Lori's going to end up with somebody, I don't know how I feel about it being someone that's, like, was into Stevie first. Like, something about that just little, like, I don't know. Wait, compliment appearance? Whose appearance is she complimenting? Stevie. Let me see. Who is it aimed towards? Oh, it was Lori? What is going on? It was Lori. Okay, Derek left. Derek was like, all right, I'll talk to you later, Stevie. I'm gonna chalk that up to her being in a silly, goofy mood. Okay. I was gonna have Lori kind of confront Rome and Stevie about last night again, but I think I'm gonna leave that for the next episode or something, or another episode. Like, I think Lori is a bit too preoccupied with like having a good time with Rome and Stevie to be like, all right, what's going on, queens? Plus, you just gotta let the tension subside a little bit, just a little bit, right? And like, they aren't particularly doing anything that's like right now, at least, that's making them look suspicious. So like, I think she's just like, I'll leave it alone for tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got over. Now she thinking about woohoo. But I think honestly, I think this is probably like the perfect idea for them. Though maybe the competition probably got weirdest. But I definitely think coming here was a great idea on Rome's part because this could have went a lot worse than being out to eat together. But I definitely think because it's a place that's familiar for Lori that, you know, she was able to chill out a little bit and just kind of vibe and enjoy herself. So I definitely do think this was like a good job on Rome's part. Oh, clearly he recognized the weirdness of earlier today and was like, we got to course correct, right? Just a little bit, just a little bit. I think I'm gonna allow them to sit here and talk for just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna have them go ahead and drop Lori off at her apartment, and I'll see you guys when we get back to Rome and Stevie's. All right.
Lost in thought, I'm tripping on, wishing I was feeling different, looking for a reason why this feeling keeps on coming back to me. It's hurting me, disturbing me. Thought it was a warning, looking for clues to see the truth, but it was just deceiving. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to follow me around you. Never letting me be, even if I want to, even if I try to. Ooh, I really do. Always finding something wrong with me, and I lose every time I get stuck in this house. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Looking left and right like something's about to take me out. Why? I'm worked up on my free time. Supposed to be at home, right? Just enjoying my life, but I can't even focus on what's happening to me. Losing track of time, been in the same spot for days. I can't find my way, it's like I'm stuck inside a maze. Trying to reach out, but I just don't know what to say. I'd rather we preserve the tenants.
Daydream with me, let your mind explore all the things we were created for. Possibilities and open doors that keeps us reaching out for. Sure that I'm not sure, but knowing I don't know it, so I listen for my inner voice. Carry the winds, drown out the rain. Will it make sense without the pain? Color me blue, then tickle me pink. Who knew that at the brink of the end, life could begin? Treasure buried deeper with each loss, so filled with grief and catastrophic thoughts, insecurity, distorted flaws. It all gets heavy, sinking under all the cost. Sure that I'm not sure, I know and I don't know it, so I listen for that inner voice. It carries the wind, drowns out the rain. Will it make sense without the pain? Color me blue, tickle me pink. Who knew that at the brink of the end, life could begin? I know there's so much trauma, but try search inside my love. Carry the winds, drowned out the rain. It'll make sense after the pain. Will color me blue, then tickle.
All right, guys. So we are back, and we are not at Rome and Stevie's place at their apartment. Well, Stevie's apartment. He's not saying Rome and Stevie's apartment because it implies that they live together, which they don't, but they kind of do. Anyways, and we are out and about with Rome and Stevie out on the town. Not necessarily on the town, but we're doing things. Last night, Rome asked Stevie, what her plans were because he wanted to do something with her today, and so that is exactly what we're doing, and I'll be showing you what that is in just a few seconds. But I do want to quickly take this picture though, because this is a cute picture. Oh, this is cute. Oh, this is cute. I'm gonna take it. Her hair is in the way. We can do this one. This one's cute. Anyways, this is where we are located today. This is where Rome and Stevie will be hanging out for the day at this pottery studio here in Oasis Springs, and I'll show you the lot in just a second. But this is like the exterior of the lot. It's a lot going on this lot. Like, there's so much to do. Like, back here you can have like kids swings and stuff. There's like, this is the hot spring. She can woohoo with Rome in the hot springs. Okay. And then over here we have like the outside area where they can like come get drinks and stuff like that if they wanted to. But going into on the first floor we have like the cafe area and such. Downstairs it's like more of like a play area where everyone else is, where they can eat and you know kids can have fun. And then on this side is actually where like the pottery studio is, and this is where we will be today. A callback to the last episode when they were talking about like hobbies and getting hobbies that aren't just like each other, which I went and looked up the definition of a hobby. According to Google, a hobby is an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. And Rome and Stevie definitely a hobby for each other. Listen to pottery class. And so we're here today for Stevie to take up a new hobby, you know what I'm saying? But Rome is here too, right? He said, I'm be included in this, right? So I think this would be cute. And also, if I'm gonna be honest, this is like the first time I played with any of the pottery stuff since I've had this expansion pack. And I've had this expansion pack since what, early last year, and this is the first time I'm doing it. And I've had this lady in my save for a while, and I've been meaning to like go to her pottery studio, and here we are. If we think about their relationship, right, because a lot of stuff has happened in the last couple of days, right, and a lot of emotions, new and old, have surfaced and stuff. And so if we really think about the progression of their relationship, a lot of it has happened within the four walls of their apartment, which isn't bad, but it's like if we want to progress this thing past that, right, and get them out of their bubble. Rome, where you going, babes? Anyways, like I was saying before Rome so rudely got up, but if we want to progress this thing farther than that, we got to get them outside of their bubble, right? Get them outside in public together, right? It's a little foreign for them to be outside, out in public with each other without someone else there. Clearly, that is the case because they're not even sitting next to each other. Bobby? Hi, I was thinking of going out for a hike this afternoon. Would you care to join me? Bobby. Bobby said, girl, it's been a minute. We should catch up. We should link. Some other time, maybe. He said, that's all right. I'll be in touch soon. Yeah. I'm sorry, Bobby, but she's quite literally has plans. She's out right now. But because of the events of last night, I do want to quickly touch on like where Stevie is in all of this. Now, it's easy to kind of get lost in the sauce about like what Stevie might be feeling towards Rome, because over the last couple of episodes, we've been able to see Rome's like emerging thoughts and feelings towards Stevie. It's become so much more apparent. Like it's just very much in your face. But Stevie's is a lot more understated because Rome's is so much more pronounced, I guess you could say. But like she just as down bad as he is for him. Like take last night as that when he was outside, for example, right? And he was getting all like flustered and stuff like that, and then basically told her that he want to be with her low key. Wherever she is, he want to be by her side, right? And Stevie basically affirmed like, yeah, go ahead, buy me that coat. I want to be by your side too. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? Keep it neutral, but she be just down as bad as him. And even in regards to the situation with Lori, you know what I'm saying? Last night being around Lori and hearing their story, whatever the case is, how they've been knowing each other and yada, 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 was like bothering Stevie. Like, though she knows that, like, Lori and Rome have known each other for way longer than she has known Rome, but like the thought of them having something, even though we know it's not serious and she knows it wasn't serious, that just a thought, like, is this something he still wants? Is there a door that's still open for Lori? Right, is the question. And do you still want that? Because if the door is still open for her, then you gonna see me walking out that door that's still open for that lady, okay? No shade to Lori, but like, you know, Stevie isn't particularly fond of being her friend's sister wife. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something she wants, right? I'm gonna let them sit in this class for like another 5-10 more minutes, and then we're gonna get over here to this pottery wheel. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and cue it up. Where do I want y'all to sit? Since he decided to sit right there, y'all can sit on this side. Ooh, okay, he's level 4. Let's have him do candle lantern, do a round vase. Okay, let's go make some pottery. It's been a long time coming, y'all. They look so cute. Oh, especially Stevie's hair out. Stevie's hair for the past couple days has been changing. I kind of want to see it as like more of a symbolic thing. Like she's actually letting her hair down. She's relaxing a little bit. Because if you think about Stevie's hairstyles, her hair always be slicked back up in a bun, a ponytail. She don't play that, right? With just like no one wants to continue to do your hair all day, every day. And also she's like constantly, you know, doing some sort of workout or whatever the case is. So this is like her opportunity to like literally let her hair down. You know what I'm saying? She's like, okay, so what you're going to want to do, you're going to grab your hands and you want it to cup the base. Let me stop. They look so cute. I'm surprised like Stevie isn't being like, there's no paparazzi here. Like this is actually very surprising. Stevie is getting to it. This is exactly what she wanted to do. I think she's been wanting to do something like this for a while anyway. So she looks so cute. I'm sorry, Rome. You bagged a baddie. You did. Yo yim. Dang, how long does this take though? Aside from like the whole like symbolically what it means or whatever the case is, but them being out together is also like them taking advantage of the little bit of time that they have before things get real crazy. They're still relatively unknown. Like the episode just came out, the traction of the episode is likely building. So I think they're also just kind of taking advantage of that time that they do have before things get what's called. Because after this, Stevie's already booked for interviews. Rome, you know, he got his shop. Let me stop. No, Rome, he has his stuff going on with Octavia, right? And so I can imagine Octavia wanting to capitalize off of all this newfound attention that he likely will receive from the episode. So, okay, so Stevie is almost done. And I think Rome is too. Oh no, he's like further behind. Damn. Yeah, and you supposed to be the artist. Calliope is a perfectionist. I forgot she is a perfectionist. Oh, it's already lit. That's cute. Okay. Oh, wait. Glaze? How do I unlight it? Let's put it in inventory. Maybe that'll help. Okay, she can glaze hers. Ooh, what color? We'll go with retro. Alright, so it took quite a bit of trial and error, but I think we're finally able to glaze. My goodness. Also, the instructor is too busy getting it on right now. So, like, literally right now, that's exactly what she's doing. Like, she's getting wicked right now. And that's crazy. Okay, Stevie's is done. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, she has to place it in the kiln. Okay. And Rome's is cute too. I feel like both of theirs like kind of match your vibes, like personality. This is cute. How long does it take though? Okay, we have to sit here. Okay. Anonymous caller. You've been invited to do an inspiration seminar. No, because it's gonna make me go right now. If this was any other day, I would have said yes. Put in inventory. This is cute. This is Stevie's final pottery vase thingy. So cute. Having them go and get something to eat / drink. And then maybe I'll have them like, can you throw like money in here? No, you cannot. They're so cute. Just having a regular normal day. Like I'm so happy. She got her a cinnamon roll. He got him an iced coffee. I come flirt with this lady. Irresistible wink. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, puka noi.
Oh, they have to stand up to do this? Okay. Oh. It looks so cute. I'm sorry. Get to know Calliope. Oh, that's so nice. She's reacting to him. She's like, damn, I love this man. Stevie is very satisfied in her romance with Rome. Soulmates, 2 Sims, 1 heart. Oh, this is so cute. She finds him very charming. What about him? How is his romantic satisfaction? Oh, he's just satisfied. Oh, oh, Stevie needs to step it up, girly. Woohoo in the bush, talk about fantasies. Girl, keep it cute. We don't always... Y'all ain't always got to smash every time y'all see each other. Ask about favorite, actually get to know this man, Lead by example, kiss neck, arousal, kiss it. Girl, kiss naughtily, must be in a flirty mood to do this. Stevie, you gotta stop, like affection. Let's blow a kiss at him. You know what I'm saying? But she needs to chill out a little bit with all of what's going. Because, like, girl, it gets to a point where it's like, that's all y'all gonna do is sleep together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if that's y'all prerogative, then hey. But, court this man, too. That's funny stuff. Lady. She about to smack us, please. Please, please. Please, Agnes, please. She said, we about to get slapped by... Hold on, wait. Be scolded. Says, what's wrong with the young people? Oh, my God. I knew it was coming. I knew it. Damn. Oh, she still gonna kiss him right after she said, girl, I don't care. I do what I want to. You don't scare me, old lady. I think we look good together. Let's have her say something like that. Aw. Let's see what it says. Hold on. She said, I think we look good together. then maybe we should see where things go with us then. Oh, wait. It's so cute. Let me see his reaction to it. It's a perfect match from being told you look good with another sim. Rome isn't sure whether to be flattered, intrigued, or something else. Okay. He's like, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, is she being serious? Is she being for real? Okay, I think I'm gonna have them do a waved kiss. It looks so cute. Oh, dang. Wait, is she really sitting here doing pottery while she's not even at a pottery wheel? Okay, maybe it's a glitch in the Matrix. But they look so cute. They look so freaking good. Also, Stevie is, I don't know, Stevie's just a baddie. I'm sorry. So that's my man. My man, my man, my man. Dang, okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. I know this interaction goes on for this long. It's kind of uncomfortable just kissing in front of everybody. Y'all want to get caught? Because that's what it's giving. Okay, dang. He said one last one. I love them so much. Okay, y'all. Damn. Okay. All right now. They're funny for that. Also, do y'all peep? Do y'all see what's happening here? Stevie's is still there, of course, but hers is just kind of like hidden, behind her hair and the necklace. But so it has come to my attention that I ended up cutting my mic off while I was recording the last bit of this. So we go over what I talked about in that a little bit of time while y'all just watch these clips of Rome and Stevie, okay? All right. Basically, one of the things I talked about, right, was Lori's role in keeping and pushing Rome and Stevie together. Now, we like to laugh and kiki about the fact that, like, Lori is just always in the way. Like, she's just always there. Like, go catch a hit. And, like, yeah, girl, like, back off, sister. No, but actually, we should thank her. We should be thanking Lori. Because if we think about the fact that the reason why Rome and Stevie were, like, pushed together, because they're both very stubborn and they would have likely stayed separate for a while, right? But pushed together in the way that they've been pushed together is due to the fact of Lori, right? She was the one from the second episode who invited Stevie to come hang out with them, which started a whole chain of reaction of events, right? She invited Stevie to hang out, which made Rome mad, which also made Stevie mad because he was funking with her in that nightclub, right? Which caused him to fuss and fight, which caused Lori to get mad at Stevie and cuss her out. Was caused Stevie to get real mad and be like, okay, I got both of y'all. I got something for both of y'all. Which started the whole, like, Stevie wanting to get, like, revenge, I guess you could say, or, like, the humbling plot for Rome. Because she does that plot, right? Now, granted, they still were, like, vibing with each other, liking each other behind the closed doors, right? Whatever the case is. Like, yeah. That was always going to be a thing. We really think about. We really think about it was always going to be a thing. Of course, we get the 7 Wall date stuff. We all know what happened after the dates when the cameras were away, okay? But these two were comfortable, like, beefing and being, like, weird with each other until the other one, like, kind of fessed up and did whatever the thing they was going to do, right? They were waiting for the other to set the tone of whatever goes forth, right? And both of them were comfortable waiting until the other one did, right? And we don't honestly know how long that would have been, right? Because they're both stubborn, right? But because Lori invited both Stevie and Rome out to the nightclub, Rome was like, you know what? Let me just see what it's talking about a little bit. Let me just poke the bear a little bit, right? They bumped and grind on the dance floor, having a grand old time. Stevie gets the drinks. Lori comes back, kisses Rome, makes Stevie mad, right? Which makes him have that whole little moment in the bathroom. Maybe not like, into you, but I'm attracted to you, and I want that. Okay, I would like a piece of the pie. Okay, right? What starts the whole little them sleeping together in secret, right? But what helps develop their relationship, they were taking more advantage of the time they were spending together, and genuinely, like, using it to its fullest potential, and not just sleeping together, but actually talking to each other, hanging out, and getting to know each other, right? Because Lori was always around, right? So, like, if Lori's always around, we really gotta, like, do what we need to do in these little bit of time that we have, which kind of, like, push their relationship further, right? Make them really value the time that they actually do have. Like, maybe 10% of, like, the spice of the relationship is probably because Lori doesn't know. Like, ooh, it's a secret. When we really think about it like that, like, Lori really is the force that push Rum and Stevie together, right? And all of her moments trying to get the tea about what's going on with them, she didn't realize she was helping make the tea, right? She was the damn kettle, okay? She was keeping things hot, Like, she was keeping things boiling, you know what I'm saying? So we can help make this tea. We really had to thank Lori. Her nosiness. We really do. Like, second thing I started talking about, remember in the last episode how the cop caught Rome and Stevie about to get fresh and frisky in the woods? I was saying, I know that man and his wife is probably gagged right now after watching the episode. Because what do you mean? Like, I was out in the woods, came across the girl that's on the show, right? That I'm obsessed with, right? And see her making out and getting fresh in the middle of the woods, right? Don't quite know the guy, but I remember his face and I have a picture of him, right? Fast forward, we get to the episode. Not only is he on the show, right? We definitely see the chemistry that's happening there, right? Then we fast forward to the end of the episode, and they don't kiss. And everyone else in the world is like, oh my gosh, she rejected him, yada, 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 yada. But him and his wife know that's not the case because they was literally on a date 2 days ago. Like, I know him and his wife is gagged and kikiing, right? But I was saying, like, I can see that being a problem for the future. And then the last thing, their satisfaction in a relationship, they're both very satisfied, which I was like, okay, that's so cute. But then right after that happened, I clicked on Stevie, and Rome, his immediate thing was to ask Stevie to be his romantic partner. And I was like, you're getting deep, you're getting serious. I've been waiting for that to pop up this entire time, and all of a sudden it pops up today. It pops up today, it pops up now. Like, oh, he's getting serious. He's like, yeah, I can see. I mean, I'm just saying. You ain't gotta do nothing about it today. But, on that note, that was all I pretty much yapped about in that, like, it was a long time I recorded. It was. But anyways, now we move on to Roman Stevie's place. All right, guys, I think this is the perfect stopping point for this episode. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this one, especially on everyone's reaction so far. And what do you think is to come? Maybe. I definitely did try to keep my discussion this episode to a minimum because I felt like I could have yapped about this episode for the next 2 hours unedited. But instead, I'll leave room to hear you guys' take on things. But anyways, guys, I hope you all really enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.